I just know there's a sense out there that this team can go pretty deep in this tournament.
This is where we show our heart.
For the people that are leaving, this is their last year. It's do or die for 3 of the players.
Don't let up. Finish this strong. Go get them. Here we go.
We're just gonna do it. We're just gonna go and do it.
It's been a special season for the Trinity Western University women's volleyball team. In reality, the best ever. It was a year that started in Peru, where the Spartans represented Canada at the Under-23 Pan American Cup. It was an international competition few had ever experienced before, and a perfect way to start the 2012-2013 campaign. Following Peru, the regular season saw the Spartans put together a program-best 19-3 record, and early in the year sat atop the CIS rankings for 6 straight weeks. In the playoffs, the Spartans won their first 3 games. Then a loss to UBC in the Canada West final forced them to settle for silver. However, second place still earned the Spartans a spot in the CIS National Championship for the 3rd straight year. But for the Spartans, the business end of the season is just beginning. And with nothing but a national title on their collective minds, they land in Montreal en route to the championship tournament in Sherbrooke, Quebec. Despite a day of traveling and still a ways away from their final destination, the team has many reasons to smile. A good shopping deal amongst them.
It's from Ross. It was only $14.
But before leaving Montreal, the team stops at Marathon Souvlaki. The restaurant hits the spot. Well, except for twin sisters Lauren and Kristen Monks, their similar dislike for tomatoes turns their Greek salad into a sales pitch.
Anyone want any tomatoes?
Anybody?
Add them to
I got 1 or 2 on this one.
Hey, you guys want some tomatoes?
I'm the same.
Rick, want any tomatoes?
Unfortunately, no one bites.
Munkses were just looking out for you.
But the team still heads off to Sherbrooke well fed and ready to embark on this week's business, a national championship. It's day 1 on the ground in Sherbrooke. Spartans are in town earlier than most teams, which gives them a chance to get a lay of the land and to get on the court for the first time. The Spartans have drawn Atlantic champion Dalhousie in the quarterfinals, and with 48 hours until game time, preparation begins in earnest.
We need to be smarter. We need to be strategic. We can still place it to the right person. Okay? We were giving UBC more than they know what to do with. And so when we play Dal, we can be strategic. When you get them, I don't want you to just think put it over. I want you to think placing it someplace strategic.
After a brief practice on the side court, the Spartans take to the main court. It's all business. However, for this team, business is a whole lot of fun.
I think everybody plays their best when we're having fun. And people can tell when we're just loose and encouraging and positive. Our team really feeds off that kind of environment.
As much as everyone's like, oh, you need to have fun, it's actually the heart of the issue. You need to have fun and you need to enjoy it out there. I'll laugh and joke with Kristen Monks in the back row, and then we'll get to the front row and Alicia Perrin and I will joke about getting blocks, and it's not as serious. I mean, we're still serious about the game, but we have a lot more fun and it feels more free on the court.
And enjoying the process is what it's all about. And like their motto states, they're at their best when they live free and play free.
Playing free has to do with how are you dealing with the distractions that are coming your way during the match, and how is your personality need to be in order to play your best. And each girl has done a lot of soul searching as to what that means for them. What are those distractions that can come in and prevent them from playing free? And so with that, we've done a lot of the work this year off court in trying to prepare their minds and their hearts so that they can go out there and play free.
Ladies, look around. This is the national stage.
You're here at Nationals. Check a look at the court. The two things that are going to prevent us from achieving our goals are fear and doubt. Sometimes they're projected towards other people. There's doubt in other people's capability. Sometimes it's in yourself, sometimes it's in a group, sometimes it's whatever. And as a team, we have to battle that. And you've got to have an inner determination and confidence that just is resilient. It's strong, it's firm, it's powerful, and it does not give up, ever. And when it's not giving up, it's like we're not going to back down. We're representing our school, our country, our creator. Let's enjoy this. Here we go.
We are Spartans!
At the team meal, the Monk sisters find themselves stuck at the coach's table, but need not worry. They'll entertain themselves. Growing up in Standard, Alberta, the twins built their volleyball careers side by side. But after high school, Kristen chose to play at Medicine Hat College, while Lauren went to Trinity Western. After 2 record-breaking years as Medicine Hat's libero, Kristen transferred to Trinity Western this past fall, and the reconnection has been a dream come true.
We played with each other all our life till grade 12, and then it was a good separation for a little bit, and coming back, it just really doesn't even feel like we've had 2 years apart. Super supportive on the court and off the court. We just kind of get each other and know what each other we need.
I can tell when she needs like pumped up. I can tell when she just needs like, okay, just calm down here. Like, you've got this, you know how to do it. I can tell when she just needs a high five or sometimes she'll tell me to give her head a shake and kind of thing. So literally I'll give her head a shake, and it's nice being able to know how to treat her and what she needs.
It might be even just like some kind of like look that she gives me, or it's just kind of supportive that somebody else couldn't give me.
Since joining the Spartans, Kristen has been nothing short of excellent, winning Canada West Libero of the Year in her first season.
She is just killing it at this level. It doesn't matter what league she's in, and she is unreal. I just love having her on my team and being able to have that person on my team and be like, yeah, like that's my teammate, like that's my sister.
Money.
Look at that!
It's just over 24 hours until game time, and the match planning amps up.
So we will be two-stepping in this rotation. We have number 15, number 5, and 11. However, most of the numbers go here on a 3-pass. If it's a 2-pass or 1-pass, don't two-step.
For most of the Spartans, quarterfinal foe Dalhousie is just another opponent. But for 5th-year Amy Ott, it's the chance to play against her old high school coach, Rick Scott. Throughout Ott's high school days in East Selkirk, Manitoba, it was Scott who coached her and helped develop her into the player she is today.
I think he just saw that I had a lot of potential and really pushed me, and I just think he believed in me as a player.
She was a great kid, extremely hardworking, very athletic and skilled volleyball player, and just really pleased to see how she's gone on the last 5 years and carved out a great university career at Trinity Western.
I guess he developed me to the player coming up to Trinity, and I think I've changed a lot since being in university, but I think he gave really great building blocks to start off with, so that was really good.
She's always had a big arm, a rocket for an arm, and she's a dominating attacker, and she's got a good all-around game. She's very good defensively, good server, and she's used on service now. So complete player, really developed in all aspects of the game, but a really dominant attacker, and we're playing them, so she's got to be someone that we watch out for.
Following day 2 of practice, the head coaches and captains congregate for a pre-tournament press conference.
Thanks for joining us today.
Some are more excited than others to be there, and some also got more out of the event than others.
At the press conference, I didn't understand a thing they said.
Yeah. Really? It was all in French?
No.
Champion? I understood that.
Champion? Isn't that mushrooms?
Oh,
No, champignon.
I think it is, though.
Back at the hotel, the preparation continues.
So we're going to be almost a full block length the other way. This is 13 hitting. It's rotation 1. And so we can block her cross court as well.
There's 15, and when she's over here, I believe we just give her a nice wrap block, leave her line. So that's a good sized block to get up at her. And she gets slowed down here.
Because 11 is like looking to tool and wipe and stuff, are we blocking her more line?
I want to start with a wrap.
Okay.
And so I didn't see anything. She just seems to be, she doesn't do anything flashy. Just goes out there and does her job. Okay. My guess is she's a ball control player. Okay. And so I want her to prove that she can tool before we give her that much space.
But while the next day's game is very much the team's focus, there is still one other important task: getting fancy for the CIS Awards banquet. That, of course, means it's photo time. Lots of photos. Lots and lots of photos.
One over here. Whoa! Who's that?
Even if sometimes the focus of the photo is a poster.
Whose team are they on?
At the awards banquet, both setter Kelsey French and middle Alicia Perrin are honored for their excellent years. They're named CIS Second Team All-Canadians.
Alicia is like the kind of teammate that everybody wants to have. She's someone that she consistently plays well, and I always know that I can give her the ball and she'll put it away for me. She brings a lot of energy to the court. She's definitely one of the leaders on this team, so we love her.
Kelsey's just a great role model on and off the court, and she's always putting other people before herself, and she's got lots of energy and a great setter, makes awesome sets that makes everybody in the gym say wow, and that's why we get along so good, is because we have a great chemistry.
It's finally game day for the Spartans. The day starts with a trip to Cora for breakfast. The team is an excitable group. However, for Perrin, that still doesn't mean she's going to splurge.
You have to pay extra for that? Yeah.
Following breakfast, the team is ready.
So ready!
And some clearly enjoy the spotlight more than others.
Just keep the camera on Kristen. It makes her feel really awkward.
Give us a speech. Give us a speech.
Kristen, give us a wave.
Hello, I
It's time for final preparations before warm-up, and that includes making sure everything feels just right.
Can't make it looser if it's as tight as it can go. Don't do it. Don't. They're perfect. You never undo them.
This just makes you so
Don't.
anxious. Don't pull your foot. Don't pull your foot. So holding tight.
I trust you.
It was like, do you trust yourself?
I trust myself. I trust you too.
So we need to be a little bit flexible. Because this is a team we don't know particularly well, we have to be able to judge. So we start with a wrap, specifically on 13, who is their go-to player, and see what happens. Looking at a little bit more video last night, talking to a few coaches, supposedly she likes this line shot. We can do that. Remember that this is very much an internal team. So they're very tight to the innards of the court. And if we can hit to these corners, that's going to give us an opportunity to score a lot of points.
Yes.
We're here on the national stage. I believe we're playing for pride in ourselves and wanting to play our best. Pride in, I believe, playing for how our Creator created us to play to the best of our capabilities and to honor that in what we do. And ladies, when we go out there and as you deal with the nerves and everybody watching or being on the national stage, encourage one another, say things to help each other play better, ready to be a support in every capacity that you can, and clear your minds on a regular basis that you are playing free out there. That is what matters. We go out there, we play free, we let the results take care of ourselves. We enjoy this process, we get jacked and we play. You find where you need to be in order to play your best. Let's do this.
We are Spartans!
Nearly a year has passed since the 2012 national tournament, but no one has forgotten the feeling of losing to Montreal in the quarterfinals. The Spartans aren't about to let that happen again.
It just kind of leaves a bad taste in your mouth, and nobody ever wants to feel like that again, you know. And so I think that's a motivator for the people that were here last year.
We don't want to be good enough for 5th place. We want to raise to another level, and so that's been a theme all year, is that we don't want to just be okay. We want to bring our best. We want to win a championship.
There's just kind of a feeling of, we're just going to do it. We're just going to go and do it.
After a back and forth start to their opening set against Dalhousie, the Spartans take control down the stretch and earn a win in comfortable fashion, taking the set 25-13. A similar start to the second set leads to a tight game early on, but in the late stages, the Spartans again pull away, winning 25-18.
Let's get going. Let's try and have a faster start. Like, we kind of battle back and forth and make a few errors at the start.
And in the third set, the Spartans keep rolling.
Here we go, 5 on the far side, 13 on this side.
This is where we show our heart.
Let's take a run right now, let's take a run.
We are Spartans! Let's go,
And with the kill from Alicia Perrin, the Spartans take the third set 25-19 and are off to the semifinals.
Yeah!
I think we showed some of our character as Spartans, and as you know, when Blair described these Spartan women that are just strong and tough and we're vicious and we don't ever let up, and we can go on runs and it can last for 10 points, you know. It's not like, oh, I guess we should give you one now, you know, like we just keep pushing and pushing, and we're so solid that there's just, they can't break that pressure. And that's such an amazing place to be, and when you can do that with an entire team and everybody's working together and everyone's helping and encouraging, it's yeah, it was a perfect game. It was really great.
Not long after, the Spartans learn their semi-final opponent will be the 5-time defending CAS champion UBC Thunderbirds, who beat Laval in the quarterfinals. Prior to the tournament, there was much ado about the championship seeding. After the Spartans had been ranked in the top 2 in all but 1 week this season, come the national championship, Trinity Western had surprisingly been slotted 4th. So with UBC ranked number 1, it would arguably be the 2 best teams in the country forced to play in the semi-final.
The seeding is for sure frustrating. I do believe that they're a team that we shouldn't have to meet until the finals, but it is what it is. In order to win this championship, you have to beat everybody. And we're here not to be in the bronze medal game. We're here to win a national championship. And in order to do that, we're going to have to beat this team either this round now, or it would have to be in the finals. And so it's just come a little earlier than what we were hoping for.
And for the Spartans, UBC represented their biggest on-court rival.
The rivalry isn't as much as it used to be.
It's not so personal.
In my first year, it was crazy. Where now it's like they're nice girls, but we're still gonna beat them.
Now it was time to game plan.
If we hit into the heart, we're going to be in trouble. We've got to be a little bit risky tomorrow. What we have to be very cautious of is self-inflicted lulls. Things that we do that cause lulls. And so we just have to be sharp tomorrow in everything we do. That's a good, that pot's open. And Kels, you threw one down today. Those I like.
Threw down.
However, it's a compliment unheard. Apparently French and Kristen Monks didn't get the memo about the time of the meeting.
Kelsey's usually Kelsey's always talking.
Hey guys!
Hey! That's good, we're almost done with you.
Chocolate.
My fault.
Chocolate.
We didn't even notice for this long. You guys don't even care about us. We're like, Kelsey?
But what you're going to have to do is you're going to have play like you did tonight with a little bit more adversity. This team's going to push you a little bit more and test us a little bit more. And can we still do it?
The answer would be evident come Friday evening, but with less than 24 hours to go, the Spartans are a confident group.
There's a lot of little things that we're going to have to do really well that I believe we can do in order to come ahead tomorrow. We know what we can expect from UBC, and so we just played them last weekend for the Canada West Gold and Silver, and so we know what we can expect, what we need to improve upon, and how we're going to address some of those issues.
Friday morning of the semifinals, a few hours until game time, and there's a feeling that this is the final. And for the Spartans, there would be one last practice before taking on UBC, a game which marked a chance to advance to the CIS championship game for the first time in program history. And for French, this was an opportunity she'd been waiting for since joining the Spartans in 2011. Last year, French was primarily used as an outside hitter. This year, however, she got the chance to play her natural position and set full time.
I definitely play like a different role on the team this year. So there's a little more pressure, but there's a little less pressure kind of all at the same time. But I think the preparation is just like really staying like unified as a team and feeling connected to all my teammates, because I have to have different relationships with every player, and I have to know how to set each player like that they like it this way and this person likes it that way. And so it's a bit more of a mental preparation, just to keep everything organized, but also just to feel a bit more connected and make sure that I am just like supporting everyone, encouraging.
Like, it sucks being on the bench, but she's the only person I'd want ahead of me, and I love having her on the court, and so it makes it easier to be on the bench when I know that she can tear it up the way she does.
A quiet afternoon follows practice as anxious moments await.
God sent me a text today, so. Okay, it's for the March 1st, and I thought it was pretty fitting for today. When something in your life or thoughts makes you anxious, come to me and talk about it. Bring me your prayer and petition with thanksgiving, saying, "Thank you, Jesus, for this opportunity to trust you more. Though the lessons of trust that I send to you come wrapped in difficulties, the benefits far outweigh the cost. Well-developed trust will bring you many blessings, not the least of which is my peace. I have promised to keep you in perfect peace to the extent that you trust in me. The world has it backwards, teaching that peace is a result of having enough money, possessions, insurance, and security systems. My peace, however, is such an all-encompassing gift that it is independent of all circumstances. Though you lose everything else, if you gain my peace, you are rich indeed." Nice. And I read that after I napped. Well, napped, because I couldn't nap because I was anxious. So, so me and Nikki and Casey read them, and it made me feel better.
Snaps for Jesus.
Snaps for Jesus. Thanks for the text, man.
At the pregame meal, the players heed the words they just heard. Despite the biggest game of the year ever nearing, the team is clearly still having fun. Kristen Monks with quite a performance.
We have to get 2 of those bad.
My sister was telling me the cutest story.
It's an hour before the game, and there's no doubt this team is ready.
You know, there is nothing like playing for this team, and there's nothing like playing for the sister on your left, the sister on your right. As we said in an oath that we put up on our cupboards, there is nothing like it. There's nothing like playing for the Spartans. And just as the oath talks about, you know, do not return to this dressing room unless you're on your shield or you're victorious. That's the only way you return to this dressing room. And so I think you can do it. And as I said earlier, your best is good enough to win. And if you bring your best, we will win. It's as simple as that.
Woo!
I have a ton of confidence going into this game. It's going to be a fight, but that's what we're built for. Spartans are built for fighting.
After a slow start for the Spartans, a kill from Carly Hamilton brings Trinity Western to life. And not long after, it's Amber Brown sending the Spartans into the technical timeout with a lead.
When we're off speeding, we don't have that right kill or that shot, just put it to one, look for hands, wipe it there. Okay? Here we go. Side that well. Go on here. Let it go.
A block shortly thereafter, and the Spartans are off and running. A Thunderbird serving error proves to be the final dagger that gives Trinity Western the first set, 25-22. second set, however, sees UBC rally. A string of Spartans' errors proves costly. The Thunderbirds take full advantage, winning the second set by 11.
This is our good side. Here we go. Okay? Let's go.
Yeah, we're good, ladies. Here we go.
Keep having fun. Keep
Right here,
having fun.
right there.
Here we go. Right away.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's
We
raise it
are
up.
Spartans.
Raise it back to your level, ladies.
And early on, the Spartans do just that, taking an 11-8 lead. But by the technical timeout, it was UBC battling all the way back.
So play free, give to one another, body language, energy, everything. That's what matters. Nothing else. Then roll will take care of itself.
You guys have to play together, right? Let's trust our team. Here we go.
The Spartans scramble and put in a valiant effort, but it's the Thunderbirds winning the third set 25-20. Trinity Western comes out on fire in the fourth set, taking a 10-4 lead. But slowly, the Spartans' lead dwindles, and in the late stages, it's a dogfight. But there's no quitting these Spartans, and they keep the game tight. But after UBC takes a 24-23 lead, the Spartans' season comes down to one rally. And with a block attempt falling just beyond the sideline, the Spartans' dreams of a CIS championship slip away. The chance at national glory dashed.
When I watch us play, there are times I know that we got down and they got a little ahead of us, but I don't think we let our spirit drop. We're right there, and some errors cost us in the end, ladies.
I look over the year and I see friendships and I see growth and I see girls that I wouldn't want to change the world to be with. So thank you for all putting your heart out today.
We have tears in our eyes, our hearts might be a little heavy, but we walk high and we stay together all the time. Hands in here.
We are Spartans!
I think when I see the tears and the heartache, it knows that there was some risk involved. And by putting some risk involved, that means you dared to be hurt. And I think it's okay to hurt. It's okay to feel that pain, because if you don't, then it wasn't worth the effort. You didn't give everything that you got. And so when you see the tears in their eyes, you know that they did everything that they could. They worked as hard as they could all season long to position themselves. And in this game, we played excellent the first and the fourth sets. And we had a little bit of a lull in a couple sets there, but UBC's a great team, and so it's tough to go against those games. And you know what? I thought we could do it in that fourth sets, and we didn't manage the ball as well as we could, or as well as we should have, and that cost us in the end.
The next day, it's time for the Spartans to regroup. Less than 24 hours after their loss to UBC, a bronze medal is up for grabs against the Ottawa GGs. Getting up for games like this is always difficult. But for this group, in times of struggle, there is something greater to lean on.
I thank God that there is more to my life than volleyball, because if there wasn't, then I don't know what I would do, but because this is just something that we love and something that we all are just happy to be a part of, and mostly we're here because we love the girls on the team. It's not only about the volleyball, so I think it makes it easier to just understand that it's okay, life is gonna be fine. It's hard to wake up for this game, nobody wants to be here. Nobody wants to play this game, it sucks, but it's not worth nothing, so we still, I think everybody's in a good place. I think it took some time to get to a good place, but I think everybody's kind of getting to a place where we're ready to come out and we're ready to fight, and this game is always about heart, so we're gonna come out and show that we have a lot of it.
gonna get bronze today.
From the outset, the Spartans just go out and have fun.
I wouldn't want to play for any other team, and I love all the girls, so that's why it's easier to get up for this game.
Proving to be the superior team from start to finish, the Spartans earned their bronze in convincing fashion.
We play for more than just the game of volleyball, and so glorifying God with how we play and how we are as a team, I think, is really important. And so I think that was definitely my focus, and I just wanted to play for God and to have Him be the center.
Hey ladies, don't let up. Finish this strong, go out, get them. Here we go.
Right here. We are Spartans!
Like our team plays to glorify God, and that kind of brings us together more as a unified group. And I think that's a cool thing that not a lot of teams have, and we can use that to our benefit to try and just stay together and in the good times and the bad.
And after taking the first two sets 25-18 and 25-20, in the third set the Spartans roll to victory, winning 25-13 to capture the CIS bronze medal.
Go, go!
And in the end, it was pure joy for the Spartans. It wasn't quite gold, but for this group, this tight-knit sisterhood, a bronze medal was certainly something special.
And I just thank you so much for this, and we give it all back to you, God. All the blessings you've given us with volleyball and with friendship, we give it all back to you. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. We are Spartans!
I've never played with a group of girls like this that wanted to see so much growth in like their teammates' life in every area, and like it's just the coolest thing to be able to be a part of, that we just support each other in all areas and that we care about each other on a scale that's larger than volleyball, and it's such a special thing.
I think it's such a neat opportunity that we get to play an environment where we can hold God up and have Him up front and in first place. And I just think that in moments like yesterday when we're like feeling like at the bottom of our, like the worst, we know that there's more to life than this. And in this win, there's more to life. If we had a gold medal, there's more to life than it still. And I think that helps us in our sport. And it helps us in our life, and it helps us in our relationships, and it's, I don't know, really neat thing that we have.
Get in on that, show.
We entered this season kind of with the image of on this journey, and we had choices to make, and it's kind of we choose to move towards our goal or away from our goal, and the journey was going to be hundreds of thousands of choices along the way, and it was going to the top of this mountain and being able to look over it after we won that national championship. And I believe we did a lot of the things necessary in order to get there, in order to reach that goal, and we fell short. We were slightly shy of achieving what we did, but the lessons and the life and the character that was grown along the way will not be replaced. So I am proud of these girls and the character that they developed, and the journey that they've been on, and how they can take this and move forward and repeat it again in the future and learn from it and grow from it. And the younger players can learn from the older players.
And while we didn't get the championship, the outlook that we want to have is next year, we're going to get it.